Hello, my name is Zeyu Chen. Welcome to the video introducing our work, ReDA, Reinforced Differentiable Attributes for 3D Face Reconstruction. This is work done by Wenbin Zhu, HsiangTao Wu, Zeyu Chen, Noranart Vesdapunt, and Baoyuan Wang from Microsoft. Our work focuses on 3D face reconstruction. In recent years, 3D face reconstruction is growing more important due to its wide range of applications in entertainment, AR, and VR domains, including Animoji, photoreal after creation, and etc. In previous arts, people have put extensive effort in the related fields. Many of them are using analysis by thinness paradigm, which optimizes the visual difference between the thin size output and the ground truth input. The underlying correspondence between inputs and geometry is estimated implicitly by some rendering functions. There is a rich literature in both learning-based and fitting-based methods. Our work falls into the fitting-based methods. In most recent 3D face reconstruction frameworks that use analysis by thinness paradigm, the differentiable renderer is a key component to thin size. However, the rendering process mostly utilizes Z-buffer, which is not truly differentiable. Second, existing works are heavily relying on color information or photometric loss as a constraint, which by itself has ambiguities. Third, to implicitly learn the correspondence between inputs and geometry priors, such as 3D face model, is often employed, but the capacity of those models are limited to the number of scans during their training. To overcome those difficulties, we propose our ReDA framework, which has the following three major contributions. First, we replace Z-buffer renderer with our ReDA rasterizer, which operates rendering in UV space with multi-scale outputs and is fully differentiable. Second, we aggregate multiple image attributes beyond color, such as face parsing masks and depth, to reduce the ambiguity in learning correspondence. Third, we extend 3D face model capacity using a free-form deformation layer with as rich as possible constraint. Here, we display an overview of our ReDA framework. Our proposed method is end-to-end as fully differentiable. I will give more details in the following slides for each component. We first would like to introduce our ReDA rasterizer. Inspired by software rasterization, we overcome the limitations of Z-buffer rasterizer by discretizing the Z-buffer into different pieces, and use a convolution operation to aggregate across all the pieces. Each render pixel can also propagate its gradient beyond the triangle of which it is enclosed in through the multi-scale outputs. As shown in the image, our ReDA rasterizer differs from software rasterizer in three aspects. First, we work on UV space, which can render smoother images with much less triangle artifacts. Second, we aggregate over multi-scale outputs to enable the gradient to propagate beyond the triangle which a pixel is enclosed in. Third, we work on multiple image attributes beyond color. Here, we show an animation of how each render pixel could influence other pixels using our ReDA rasterizer comparing to software rasterizer. Beyond color information, we aggregate over other image attributes, including depth and face parsing masks, to reduce ambiguities in learning the correspondence between our inputs and geometry. As mentioned before, most 3D face reconstruction works rely on a geometry prior, such as 3D. To extend the capacity of those prior, we further include a free-form deformation layer by adding shape residuals. While free-form deformation gives us extra capacity, it can also cause more artifacts. We add as rich as possible constraint to ensure deformations are sensible. Here's the video to show our three-stage fitting process. We first roughly align our face model with the target by fitting landmarks. Then we fit our face model with image attributes such as depth and face parse masks. In the last stage, we further add free-form deformation to fit the residuals of image attributes. In our ablation studies, we show that aggregating all attributes can effectively reduce the fitting error. With the help of free-form deformation, the fitting error can be further reduced. In our ablation study on ReDA rasterizer, we see improvements over Z-buffer-based differentiable renderer and the effectiveness of multi-scale pyramid. Empirically, we see the pyramid level to 6 in our experiments. Some qualitative results comparing to prior arts, ReDA and FML, also show that our framework recovers better face shape. Even if we aggregate over multiple attributes, big failures on face parsing masks or heavy occlusion could still cause the failures of recovering correct face shapes. In the future, we would like to experiment with learning-based methods as our framework is end-to-end and fully differentiable. Besides, we would like to explore joint training for face reconstruction with face parsing. Thank you for watching our video. If you'd like to know more about work, we have more detailed information in our paper.